Shopify Dropshipping, one of the fastest growing business models on the face of the earth.
We do have a lot of orders.
Is it possible to hop on a trend and make a lot of money with dropshipping in a 1 week time frame? Well, I decided to find out. Look, when it comes to making money with dropshipping, where the competition nowadays is more fierce than ever before, selling personalized products is what I see to be one of the most effective ways to differentiate yourself from the competition.
Human to human personalization scalably.
Especially now when we are at the center of Q4, where people are actively looking for all kinds of gifts, personalization stores are thriving, and I'm saying this based on my own experience.
Yesterday we made $1,100 in sales.
But let's face it, if I'd made a video saying you should consider personalization, it's just a talk, right? So I thought I would just start again and document the whole process of creating a profitable personalization store in a 1 week time frame, in an attempt to help new dropshippers discover another way of doing things. Let's get going. This is our to-do list for the next 7 days. But firstly, I decided to set some goals. My goal here with this 1 week challenge isn't actually to make a lot of money, but rather to kickstart a long-lasting brand. And to be honest, it's just a piece of content that I would like to see on YouTube. My first objective is to find a product that appeals to a larger demographic. I want as many mega fans of the product as possible, because these guys are naturally going to be more likely to purchase the product.
These guys are dedicated in every sense of the word.
For us, it means we have to spend less amount on advertising to get the results we want.
For example, this custom pet portrait immediately builds a very strong connection with the potential customer who already owns a pet.
So I hopped over to my computer, Etsy, Fiverr, Google, and after hours and hours of research, I came up with nothing. Well, at least nothing that matched our criteria. I was just about to lose hope on finding the product when I had a brilliant idea.
Hear me out. I am currently running this yellow character store in my home country Estonia, and the store is fully in Estonian language. I have even been on the view with this store, and I have been able to generate over 6 figures in revenue. What if I take the exact same product but just bring it in front of a new audience? Would it work? Well, let's find out.
So my next step for now is to find a country to target with this product. If I would go out there and target big countries like United States or let's say Australia, my chances of making this work would be very slim, because there are many established stores already selling this product. My objective is to find a smaller country and create the new Shopify store fully in that country's native language.
Not only will this give us a fighting chance to make things work, but it's actually a method that I have been using to create my own stores successfully.
So I opened up Google Maps to search for a potential country to target when I remembered that I actually have a really good friend of mine living in a country called Finland. This country is actually really close to Estonia, so I decided to pay my old friend a visit just to get to know more about Finnish market.
Yo,
Good to see you, man. Let's go.
What's up?
Meet Samu. He's just a wizard when it comes to making money with dropshipping. So I wanted to hear his opinions about this idea that I have. Now, we did have a pretty long conversation, but here are the key takeaways.
You have seen success in Estonia with this business, so I think you are going to crush it in Finland. When I was young, everybody was talking about Simpsons, and when I went to coffee shops or mall, there were Simpsons playing, so I think everyone knows what a Simpson is, and that's going to really help you.
And that right there was the last green light that I needed.
So we are now finished with Samu. I will now go back to Estonia and get to work.
With all this information, I feel even more confident to merge myself into this market. But first things first, we need to have a name for our store. And this took me not more than 5 minutes to figure out. I hopped over to Canva to create a logo for our store. Our next step for now is to start building the store. And this is what we want our store to look like. So I hopped over to Fiverr, searched for a Shopify coder, and asked if he could create the exact same layout for my store. And we had a deal. While the coder was doing his thing, I downloaded some apps, created social pages for our store, and lastly, set the store language to Finnish.
I have just finished with setting up the store, and now it's just a waiting game until the Fiverr guy delivers our custom theme.
And already 24 hours later, we had the store almost fully set up. Shout out to this guy for delivering it in such a timely manner. Now, all that's left to do is to have my Finnish friend Samu go over the website to check for any grammar mistakes. Once we had a green light from Samu, it was time to start the advertising process. But before that, Samu actually gave me advice that changed the whole trajectory of our website. I had almost forgotten that people are highly more likely to purchase the product if they have a good reason to buy. Samu told me that in Finland there is actually Father's Day coming in a week. So I immediately had an idea.
We can easily capitalize on Father's Day in two ways. A, we can offer Father's Day related designs of the product on our website. B, we can give the potential customer a Father's Day discount code. These two combined will give the consumer a good reason to buy our product.
Not to say there's Black Friday and Christmas right around the corner.
These are the Father's Day related designs that we are going to use on our store. One of them is saying best father in the world and the other, well, super dad. And for the discount, we are just going to add a countdown timer bar to our header with a message saying that get your Father's Day gift 20% off by using code DAD20. I am 100% sure that this will increase our conversion rate. And this is the strategy I am using on my main store. And as you can see, we do have a lot of orders.
Now this is a high ticket product, which means our cost per conversion will definitely be higher than usual. I will set the price of one person drawing to $45 and our own cost will be $6, leaving us with around $40 in profit, which is crazy. But all of the bigger companies are doing the same, so why not? Now when it comes to fulfilling the orders, you can find so many talented artists from Fiverr.
And if you want your artwork printed, framed and shipped to your customer, feel free to use any print-on-demand company. Personally, I like to use Printful.
And at that point, I felt really confident of what we had accomplished so far. As you can see, this is what our homepage looks like, and it has a step-by-step guide on how to make an order, and most importantly, reviews. On the product page, we have different variant options which customers can use to personalize their order. We had everything ready for advertising in just under 2 days, meaning we have 5 full days to market our product. For advertising, I like to use Facebook ads. When targeting smaller countries with the ads, you will see mind-blowing results. Just look at this traffic campaign on my main store that has a CPR of 12 cents per link click. And it's mainly because there are less advertisers in smaller countries, meaning you will have to pay less to get your advertisement out there.
For the most part, USA is too expensive to test anything, so I recommend going to another country because the traffic is there more cheaper and you are getting more results, more data for your buck.
Now, before we hop into the ads manager, this is my friend Tambet, and he has made over €500,000 in sales selling this oversized hoodie which took the Estonian market by the storm. But how? Well, just by not reinventing the wheel.
Hundreds, even thousands of new Shopify stores are seeing sunlight every single day, each of them hoping to be the one that catches the big fish, the revolutionary product that changes everything. Unfortunately, for the majority, this will only remain as a dream. But what if I tell you that you are fishing from the wrong lake? From a lake that has more fishermen than fish itself. Now hear me out. If you are advertising to bigger countries, then you are competing against thousands of very experienced fishermen, also known as dropshippers, who know exactly how to pull out customers from the lake. If you don't even know how to set up the fishing rod, then the chances of you outperforming the experienced fishermen are as equal as you winning a lottery. But what if you can fish from a lake that has literally zero competition? No one else is fishing from that lake, but the fact is that the lake is full of fish hungry for a bait. All you have to do is take the exact same bait as the experienced fishermen are using and go test it in a lake that has low or literally zero competition. So let's create a new conversion-oriented campaign with a daily ad set budget of €10. Target country is Finland, placements limited to only Facebook newsfeed, and ad creatives.
Now, when it comes to the ad creatives, I highly recommend you to shoot your own photos because they are naturally going to perform so much better.
Now, I actually have carried out a photo shoot for this product a few months ago, so I already had some good photos ready to be used. I did just that, duplicated the ad sets 5 times, targeted different interests, and publish. Now 5 days have passed since we launched the ads, but before we hop into the results, let's quickly rewind to the goal we had. My main objective with this challenge was to bootstrap a new brand. Getting sales was not on top of the list. So over the course of 5 consecutive days that the ads were running, we did run into some issues, and the biggest one of them was the image upload option. It just didn't work. Luckily, I discovered it early on and the problem was quickly fixed. But I think we did lose some potential customers because of that. So instead of the 5 days advertising that I mentioned earlier, we were actually running the ads for a total of 4 days. And over the course of these days, we were able to make €283 in sales with 4 conversions. Not bad if you ask me. Now, if we subtract our ad spend, that came in around 180, website design 150, fulfilling the orders 40, and domain 10 euros, we actually ended up with around minus 100 euros out of my pocket. Now, if you really want to kickstart your store the right way, then you should watch this video next, where I tried to make money with Shopify Dropshipping as fast as I could. And it worked.